Aloha, everybody. We got V14 in Hawaii finally. I'm so excited. We're going to drive to Starbucks over in Hawaii Kai and see how it does. Here we go. Start self-driving. And we'll be in Mad Max this whole time. I love how it just pulls off so confident right there. V13 would have definitely stuttered going around the corner of that truck. Feel some nice acceleration there. It's almost like when V13 would change lanes and accelerate into the gap where you feel that nice pull on the small of your back. That's what I'm feeling with Mad Max right there. And we're going up a hill. That said, we were going 32 and a 25. Now we're constrained by this car in front of us, but that might be a little much for a neighborhood. I think 30 is probably where it should cap itself, but still feels good. Very confident driving. This right here was never a problem for V13, so I don't expect it to be for V14, but because we have those cars parallel parked, we have to really squeeze through right here. No problems. Very smooth. Now, this here in the past is kind of interesting because it's a sign telling us that there's a stop sign coming up, and it says stop ahead. Every time V13 would slow down there, I have zero braking right now. So that's really good. I'm happy to see that that's fixed. Bit of a double stop there, triple stop. We do have cars coming, but really hesitant. Wouldn't really call that brake stabbing necessarily, just hesitant, and it really feels like it's looking at every single thing that's happening around us and kind of waiting. Oh, should I go? Should I go? Okay, it's good. And then it goes. And I love how it's accelerating from a stop. It feels just like I said, when V13 would change lanes, you really feel it in the small of your back. Same thing here, every acceleration from stopping. '64 and a 50, little fast, but people do it here. Speed limits are way too slow on the highway in Hawaii. This is the end of the highway though. Speed drops to 35. Car registered it. Good job. Get around this car. Perfect. Now this feels kind of crazy for this stretch right here. I think people typically go maybe 45 tops. It's listed as a 35. People go 30, 40, 45. Maybe if they're really crazy, 50. We were going like 54, 55 just then. Not the biggest deal because I don't know that I've really seen that many cops on this road, but something to think about. So that left lane's tied up. Mad Max is trying to get around this Honda Pilot here using the right lane. He's doing a pretty good job. Constrained by this red car in front of us, but he was able to get around that Honda Pilot. I like that. So you can see we're really moving past pretty much every car here. Mad Max is smoothly changing lanes, safely changing lanes, but we are definitely moving faster than the average rate of traffic. And I mean, ultimately, like, that's to be expected, right? It's Mad Max for a reason. If you don't like it, no worries. You go down to hurry, standard, sloth. I like that it didn't just cut all the way over to the right lane. It stayed in that center lane for a second and then moved to the right lane. Really great job. And it feels like it's reading these lanes in real time versus in the past. By the time it makes up its mind that it wants to change the lane, another car may have come from behind and the situation's changed. And then you end up feeling like you're not actually progressing ahead of traffic. You're just moving with traffic. Mad Max is certainly moving through traffic, around traffic. Got some lawn maintenance guys up here. As soon as I saw him, FSD put the blinker on. They were kind of waving people over. We got hazard lights, cones. No issues. This just feels so confident in a way that I haven't really felt it feel before. I was confident in FSD before, but now I feel like FSD is confident in itself. Once it's made up its mind, it's doing it. And it's making up its mind very quickly. Now we're unconstrained. We just left all that traffic behind us. I don't even know where the Honda Pilot is anymore. We're coming up on our destination. I wonder, can I select parking here? So we got park in the parking lot. I'd say that's right. That's correct off the bat. We're going to walk into this Starbucks. I don't think they have a drive through. If they do, though, we'll try and go through it, see what Mad Max does. Wonder what the impact of the efficiency will be on the car being in Mad Max. 211 watt hours per mile on the current drive. Can't really complain there. Now, this parking lot that we're going into is also a Costco parking lot, and it is Sunday. A little bit of brake hesitation there. Not too bad, really. Just seemed like it was almost waiting to see, will we have room on the other side of the intersection to move through, or should I stop here at the light to not block the intersection? So I'm okay with that. Wasn't uncomfortable. I can just feel it thinking. Great job on the speed bump. We got a bit of a dry wipe there, but The way this is moving through this parking lot already feels way more confident. This is like normal driving, it feels like. V13, it definitely felt like the car was a bit confused. This is tight. I hope it doesn't try and steal the spot from this person that's been waiting for it. It needs to back up. Standing its ground with this person. If it tries to take the parking spot from this person that's been waiting for it, we're not going to let it. No. Not going to do that. We'll re-engage though. Great job moving around the cart. I guess the question is, when is Summon going to perform like this? Because if Summon can do this, I'm ready to just push a button, put my phone back in my pocket, have the car pick me up. Exactly what I would have done. We got in there, but we were not in there very well. We weren't centered. We were crooked. We're still not exactly centered, but we are in the lines. Good job, V14. That was just so good on so many levels. The confidence of it, the acceleration from a stop, feeling like how V13 felt when it would accelerate into a lane gap. I love it. The driving around in parking lots just felt like normal driving. It didn't feel like it was in some unknown situation like V13 did. I'm not sure, looking back on it, if the car was going to take that spot from the truck or if it was going to signal right to continue looking for parking elsewhere at that little mini intersection there. But I just didn't want to be a rude driver to that guy who was waiting for it.